So, today we're going to explore how you can practice speaking English when you're alone at home. It's a challenge for many people because you might not have any native English speakers around you. Perhaps there aren't any tourists in your area to interact with, or maybe there aren't any local groups where you can engage in English conversations. You might not even feel ready to jump on Skype and chat with a stranger. That can be daunting, especially if you're a bit shy like me. What I want to do today is share several practical ideas that you can use to practice speaking English on your own, right at home. Before we dive into that, you might notice a peculiar orange mat behind me. That's my meditation mat. Sometimes I use it to meditate and sometimes it just sits there. I'm in the middle of tidying up, and that's where it ended up for now. Now let's get into the core of today's session. Watching videos, films, and listening to podcasts are all excellent ways to immerse yourself in the language. However, at some point you need to start speaking. Speaking to yourself is a good start, but eventually you'll want to interact with others. That said, practicing alone is still valuable, and today I'll show you some straightforward techniques to get started. The first technique is called speaking to the mirror. This method is simple yet highly effective. You can do it first thing in the morning or just before bed. While you're brushing your teeth or washing your face, take a few moments to talk to yourself in the mirror. You might discuss what you plan to do that day or reflect on the day's events. For example, you could say, "Today, I'm going to the park, then I'll head to the supermarket to buy some vegetables, and later, I have a meeting with Jack at 6 p.m. In the evening, you might say, "Today, I went to the park, played some football, did some shopping, and overall, it was a productive day." This exercise helps you practice using different tenses and improves your fluency. Another useful technique is what I like to call collocation fun. Collocations are words that frequently go together in a language. For instance, in English, we say heavy rain, not big rain. This method involves choosing a topic and practicing sentences using common collocations. You can find examples in textbooks, online, or even from content on my YouTube channel. For example, if you're focusing on science, you might use phrases like exact science, rocket science, or on the same wavelength. Practice making sentences with these collocations, and then try to give a short talk incorporating them. This helps you get comfortable using natural expressions and builds your confidence. One of the benefits of talking to yourself in the mirror is that mirrors don't talk back. You can observe your mouth movements, facial expressions, and body language, which is crucial for improving pronunciation and overall communication skills. It also simulates having a conversation, which can help reduce the shock of speaking to someone in a foreign language for the first time. Next, let's talk about using short audio and video clips for practice. I'm a big fan of extensive listening, but for speaking practice, shorter clips are more manageable. They help you focus better and give you quick, digestible chunks to work with. You can find sample answers or dialogues online, listen to them, and then try to repeat or summarize them. This method not only improves your listening skills, but also helps you practice speaking in a structured way. Another fun activity is imitating your favorite English-speaking actors or actresses. This involves mimicking their accents, body language, and expressions. It's not just about copying words. It's about embodying the character. This technique can be especially helpful if you're shy because it allows you to hide behind a persona. Plus, it's a great way to practice different accents and intonations. You can also practice speaking by sending audio messages in English. Instead of texting, record your message and send it to friends or family members. It's also a great way to get feedback and improve your pronunciation and fluency. For a more interactive approach, try shadowing. This involves listening to a short audio clip and then immediately repeating what you hear, staying as close to the original speaker as possible. This technique helps you improve your intonation, rhythm, and pronunciation. It's like following a shadow. You're just a fraction of a second behind the speaker, mirroring their speech patterns. Another fun exercise is to describe what you're doing as you go about your day. Start with simple words, then move to phrases and full sentences. For example, if you're in a park, you might say, bicycle, person, path, trees. Then, expand to riding a bike, walking along the path, sitting under the trees. Finally, form complete sentences. There's a man riding a bike down the path. A woman is sitting under the trees reading a book. This exercise helps you think in English and improves your descriptive skills. Lastly, don't be afraid to role-play or use English in fun and creative ways. Pretend you're a character in a movie or a detective on a mission. This can make practicing English more enjoyable and less intimidating. Remember, the key to improving your English speaking skills is consistency and practice. It's okay to make mistakes. What's important is that you're actively using the language and learning from your experiences. So, give these techniques a try, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Happy practicing!